The Lychgate. The Lychgate, sometimes called the Lychgate, Lychgate, or Wych Gate, is an important feature in British and Northern European funeral traditions. A lychgate is a roofed gateway, usually made of timber and stone, found at the entrance to a churchyard. The name comes from the Old English word lich, meaning corpse, and gate, which refers to its role as a threshold. Traditionally, the Lychgate marked the boundary between consecrated and unconsecrated ground, acting as a space where the worlds of the living and the dead briefly meet. In earlier times, before coffins were common, the Lychgate served as the final resting place for the deceased before burial. The body, often wrapped in a simple shroud, would be placed under the gate for shelter and watched over by members of the community. Benches were often built inside the gate for this purpose. Here, mourners gathered, prayers were said, and the priest would meet the funeral procession to begin the rites. The Lychgate was both practical and deeply symbolic, representing the soul's passage from life to the world of the ancestors. In folk and witchcraft traditions, the Lychgate is seen as a powerful liminal space, a place in between worlds where the veil is thin. Some traditions involve leaving offerings at the Lychgate before entering the cemetery, as a sign of respect and to ensure safe passage. People might leave coins, flowers, or other tokens at the gate or at the first yew tree inside the grounds. This act honors the spirits who guard the cemetery and asks for their blessing for any magical or ancestral work. Today, since Lychgates are less common, these offerings are often left at the cemetery entrance instead. The Lychgate also appears in local folklore. On the cemetery side of the gate, it was believed that the spirit of the deceased would be met by a guardian. Depending on the region, this guardian could be the first or last person buried there, a ghostly figure, or even a supernatural creature like a black dog or hellhound. In some places, dogs were buried at the entrance to serve as protectors, freeing human spirits from this duty. Others believed that the reaper or a psychopomp would greet the soul and guide it to the afterlife. Lychgates were once common throughout the United Kingdom and parts of Europe, marking the end of the corpse road, the path along which the dead were carried from home to their final resting place. These roads were surrounded by superstition, believed to be haunted and requiring careful rituals. The Lychgate, as the final stop, was a place for transition, reflection, and respect. Practically, the Lychgate provided shelter for the body and mourners, protecting them from bad weather while they waited for the priest. Watchmen at the gate helped prevent grave robbing and ensured the deceased's safety until the funeral. Over time, the Lychgate became a symbol of protection, transition, and respect for the dead, values that remain important in both folk and magical traditions today. In modern witchcraft, the Lychgate symbolism continues. It is viewed as a threshold for spirit work, ancestor veneration, and cemetery magic. Practitioners may pause at the gate to ground themselves, offer prayers, or ask permission from the spirits before entering sacred ground. The Lychgate remains a powerful reminder of the boundaries between worlds, the importance of ritual, and the lasting connection between the living and the dead.